One city like this produces 400 tons of used grounds every month. By closing time, there are 6 full tubs waiting outside.
A collection route covers 40 cafes before noon. Every tub is scanned, so the source cafe can be traced. 60 kilometers to the processing facility. "12 tons of used coffee grounds arrive here every single day.
And here it stops being waste and starts being raw material.
By midday, the intake bay holds a mountain of it. First, it has to be cleaned of everything that is not coffee.
Vibrating screens separate out filter paper and stray packaging.
A magnetic drum lifts out staples, clips, and stray metal. Anything the screens miss is removed by hand. A warm water wash lifts out the remaining oils. The water is filtered and returned to the wash loop.
Oil content decides whether the batch can be spun at all.
A screw press squeezes out most of the remaining water. What comes out has lost more than half its weight. Low temperature drying protects the fiber structure inside. Dried down to 2% moisture, it can be stored for months. Milling takes it down to particles finer than flour.
At this size, the particles can sit inside a fiber without breaking it. Under magnification, the particles are full of tiny pores. Those pores are why the finished fabric controls odor and dries fast.
Left, an ordinary fiber. Right, the same fiber carrying coffee.
This is half the recipe. Now for the other half. The second ingredient arrives as bales of used drink bottles. Bales are opened and the bottles are set loose onto the line. Optical scanners keep only clear bottles. Everything else is diverted. Labels, caps, and rings all have to come out. The bottles are broken down into flakes a few millimeters wide. A warm wash removes glue, residue, and dust. Dried and polished, the flakes are almost optically clear. An extruder turns the flakes into continuous strands. And then into pellets. 6 bottles make enough for 1 shoe upper. In structure, these are identical to brand new plastic pellets. The two materials finally meet here. Coffee powder from one line, recycled pellets from the other. A compounding extruder blends them into one material.
Temperature control here is the difference between yarn and failure.
The result is a coffee-loaded master batch pellet.
Look closely and the coffee is still visible inside.
Vacuum lines carry the pellets straight to the spinning floor.
Filtration removes anything that could break a filament later.
Hundreds of holes, each one finer than a human hair.
This is the exact moment coffee waste becomes fiber.
Cool air solidifies them in less than a second. Hundreds of filaments now travel together as one yarn. Drawing stretches the yarn to 4 times its length.
The coffee particles are locked permanently inside the fibre. Texturizing gives it the bulk and stretch a shoe needs.
Every machine winds 200 packages at once. One package holds nearly 100 kilometers of yarn.
3 weeks ago, this was sitting in a bin behind a café.
Every batch is tested for strength and stretch before knitting.
Some of the yarn is colored. Most is left in its natural tone. The yarn arrives at the knitting floor.
The entire upper is designed as a single piece of code. 800 needles, moving in programmed sequence.
40 machines run around the clock, 2,000 uppers a day.
Support, stretch, and ventilation are all knitted in, tea added on.
Off the machine, it takes 22 minutes to knit one upper. From here, they move to assembly.
The outsole is made separately from recycled rubber.
90 seconds under pressure forms the entire tread.
Each one is checked for flexibility before it cools.
The midsole foam also carries coffee powder inside it.
Those dark flecks are the coffee, still visible in the foam. Assembly. 32 pairs of hands touch every single shoe.
Pulled over the last, the flat panel finally becomes a shoe. A lasting machine pulls the upper tight to within a millimeter. The heel collar is reinforced with a single continuous stitch.
A water-based bonding agent replaces solvent glue entirely.
Upper and sole finally meet. "40 seconds of even pressure locks the bond permanently. The last comes out, and the shoe stands by itself. The insole is seated before the shoe is laced.
The laces are made from the same recycled yarn. Every design is flexed 100,000 times before approval. The coffee particles help the surface shed water instead of holding it. Every pair is inspected by eye before it is boxed. Box is recycled board, printed with soy-based ink. A card inside tells the buyer exactly how many cups went into the pair.
From here, they ship worldwide.
On the shelf, the pair sells for around 130 euros. 21 cups of coffee. 6 plastic bottles. 1 pair of shoes. Worn every day and completely unremarkable to look at.
And it starts again tomorrow, behind a cafe door.
From a knockbox to a finished shoe. Subscribe to Inside the Production Line for more. New factory process every week. Subscribe so you don't miss the next one.